Now at 5, Crawford County Commissioners consider an animal shelter's future. Plus, Carthage students host a shoe drive to help local families.
The White House considers possible military action in Venezuela. I'm Erica Brown with more from the Trump administration on the escalating conflict in the region.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The SEK Humane Society is weighing its options to continue on as a no-kill shelter or switch to a high-intake model that could increase euthanasia rates. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. SEK Humane Society Director Jasmine Kyle asked the Crawford County Commissioners this morning for their thoughts on changing the shelter from a low-capacity sanctuary to a high-intake open admission system due to rising public demand. Now, she warned if the shelter adopts the high-intake model, euthanasia rates would likely increase significantly. Kyle says the animal shelter is currently in a financial crisis and needs an average income boost of $30,000 per month to stay afloat. SEK Humane Society put out a survey asking the best way forward.
We are getting high requests for intakes and such, so we're kind of at a crossroads. We've always publicly appeared as a large-scale intake shelter due to our size, but we operate on sanctuary-style methods as a no-kill for over 50 years now, so we're kind of having to choose a path for sustainability at this point.
Kyle told the commissioners the SEK Humane Society has a survey out asking the community the best way forward. She says so far, 80% of returned surveys said they want them to stay with the current model. Also at this morning's commission meeting, one of Shasta Power's owners spoke about the taxes they'll pay if Mulberry annexation is approved. The multi-million-dollar proposed solar farm was the focus of a heated public hearing at the courthouse last night. John Kopiak told commissioners the annexation will not reduce the taxes paid to the county, which are normally exempt under state law. He says Shasta plans to pay 10% of those taxes.
Shasta is offering to pay 10% of what would normally be paid if the tax exemption did not exist, and that is approximately $680,000. So the first year to Crawford County would be about $5.3 million. This is using the mill levy 2024, the most up-to-date number.
The decision for the annexation is expected by November 18th. Well, students in Carthage are taking a big step into other people's shoes by hosting a charitable shoe drive. Shoes in fair condition without holes are being accepted until December 6th. Funds that are collected from the shoe drive will support Children's Haven in Joplin and a struggling family overseas.
And like I said, it was really time consuming, and so for me, it just shows me how grateful I am and how happy I am that I can do this, and we started this, we're doing this, so it just feels really good.
Donations will be accepted until December 6th with several drop-off locations, including the SMB banks in Carthage. More than 150 teachers from across Kansas and the 4-state region gather at Pitt State's Crossland Technology Center today, participating in hands-on workshops and presentations designed to revolutionize how they teach and connect with students.
Every discipline, when we talk about the technical disciplines, we have ones who teach woods, we have ones who teach metals, some that are comprehensive, and so they teach a little bit of everything. But anything that along the spectrum, so we have ones that do graphics, robotics, all over the place.
Another goal for the teachers is a chance to network with industry partners and explore innovative teaching methods that will transform their classrooms. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a great Friday for us today. Warm temperatures, upper 70s, pushing 80 degrees. We have a little southerly wind across the region. It's not too strong, but we've had some gusts a little bit higher as we have gone through the afternoon hours for us today. But it's going to stay breezy Saturday into Sunday. A few little clouds kind of skirting through. It's not a big deal. It looks like as we go through the evening hours, pretty nice. Unfortunately, it gets dark super early, but we slide back through the 60s, only near 60 later on tonight. Let's go into your weekend. We have these mid and upper level clouds. We're going to start near 60. Then once we get into Saturday afternoon, should be record highs, 78, 79, near 80 degrees. We do have rain chances in the forecast. We'll look at that here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. President Trump is said to be weighing options that could dramatically escalate the use of the U.S. military in combating drug cartels in South America. The U.S. already has nearly a dozen ships as well as 12,000 sailors and Marines in the region. And now the largest aircraft carrier in the world is joining them. Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
The aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, is joining other warships off the coast of Venezuela to put pressure on the government of President Nicolas Maduro over suspected links to drug cartels.
The Maduro regime is a narco-terrorist regime indicted in the Southern District of the United States for narco-terrorism.
So far, the U.S. military has destroyed 21 vessels as part of the newly announced Operation Southern Spear, alleging those vessels were funneling drugs from South America to the United States.
If you're trafficking drugs to poison the American people, and we know you're from a designated terrorist organization, you're a foreign terrorist and a trafficker, we will find you and we will kill you.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Joint Chiefs Chairman Dan Kane presented President Trump with options to expand military operations, including possible strikes inside the country. The U.S. does not recognize the Maduro government, and President Trump told 60 Minutes the Venezuelan leader's time in power may be ending soon.
On Venezuela in particular, are Maduro's days as president numbered?
I would say, yeah. I think so, yeah.
And this issue of potential land strikes in Venezuela, is that true?
I don't tell you that. I mean, I'm not saying it's true or untrue.
Maduro, who denies links to drug cartels, has ordered the creation of national defense commands, citing the growing threat from the U.S. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Speaking to CNN Thursday, Maduro urged the U.S. against entering another of what he called endless wars. And when asked if he had a message for President Donald Trump, Maduro said, quote, yes, peace. Well, still ahead, baby strollers get a makeover.
Making life easier for parents on the go. I'm Tina Kraus with the tech and trends shaping the newest generation of strollers.
And next in Health Watch, one restaurant's secret salad recipe has pregnant women lining up. Topping today's Health Watch, could a salad send you into labor? Thousands of moms think so, as Gwen Baumgartner reports one restaurant has a reputation for big deliveries.
It's a restaurant famous for its pizza, but infamous for its salad.
We are going to get the salad.
You are used to seeing pregnant moms here.
Yes. Every single day.
Gloria Juarez is the owner of Coyote Pizza Cafe, which has gained a healthy following for the salad. Thousands of moms are adamant it helps induce labor.
I didn't think I would have to use it again.
It worked for Amelia Tremino 23 years ago, going into labor hours after the meal. Now she's picking up the salad for her pregnant daughter-in-law. The lettuce lore goes back 3 decades when 4 pregnant friends came here for lunch.
They all had similar due dates, all share the salad, went into labor the same night, and they blamed the salad for it.
It's a basic walnut salad, but the secret truly is in the sauce, a balsamic dressing that only one person has the recipe to. Anecdotally, it does work for some. This wall is signed by dozens of new moms. But what do experts say?
From an evidence-based Western medicine randomized control trial? No.
Erica Laritz is a certified nurse midwife, clarifying that there is some science behind spicy or high-fiber foods aiding labor.
These are all things that are going to wake up that GI tract and get motility moving.
Potentially a nudge to the reproductive system to start contractions.
Hopefully I'll give you guys a review tomorrow and say, hey, she had the baby.
At the very least, it's something to chew on. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Across the country, other restaurants boast of similar labor success stories, including the Prego Pizza from Scipollini's in Nevada and California. And on social media, some moms recommend Taco Bell. Well, social media influencers are promoting medications without explaining the risk. A study published in JAMA found nearly a quarter of posts about drugs by influencers on TikTok and Instagram use promotional language like life-changing or revolutionary. But in 80% of cases, influencers did not disclose their posts were sponsored, and 2/3 did not mention the possible risk of the drugs. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, modern parents choose from strollers that practically drive themselves.
And the warm temperatures. Stick around as we go through the weekend. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be a great Friday for us today. Warm, kind of windy across the region. Drought tracker updated yesterday. Let's get the latest because it's been dry all week long for us today. Kansas, Oklahoma, overall still looking pretty good. Let me zoom in for you where you see kind of the brownish. This is a moderate drought. So this does include Fort Scott, Pittsburgh, down toward Parsons. And then once you get to the lakes, Grand Lake over to Beaver Lake and Table Rock Lake, looking pretty good. A little severe drought as you get just east of us, but a lot better than what we've seen over the past couple of years. All right, so we got some mid, we have some upper level clouds kind of streaming through. Besides that, we look pretty good as we go through the evening hours. We do have some playoff high school football this evening. Look at these temps, 72 at kickoff, 65 by the fourth quarter, which is very warm for this time of the year. Let me walk you through your weekend. Mid and upper level clouds to kick off Saturday. Lower 60s to start. As we go through the day, we have these kind of strong southwesterly winds, but look at these temps. By noon, we're in the mid 70s. A record high tomorrow, 77. We should get that, at least 77, if not 78 or 79. Notice how the winds switch out of the north. Once we get into the afternoon, this is a cold front. It's not a really strong front, but it will drop our temperatures off by 10-ish degrees as we go into Sunday. So we'll start a little bit cooler Sunday, upper 40s to near 50. And then we'll top out upper 60s as we get into Sunday afternoon. Now, Sunday night, we got a weak system heading toward us. Clouds increase. Here's Monday morning, and a few random showers may try to push through. All right, checking out the winds. Look at this. So we're going to have south winds tomorrow. Again, 20, gusting upwards to 30-ish. Look at the front. And then we get northeasterly winds kind of kicking in on Sunday. I wouldn't call it a windy weekend, but definitely it's going to be a breezy weekend on tap for us. 79 on Saturday, 10 degrees cooler, 69 on Sunday. Of course, record highs if we hit 79 tomorrow. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam. We are looking northeast right through downtown Joplin. Through the evening, slow drop through the 60s. We're still low to mid 70s right now, so no complaints. All right, let's go down the road. We do have changes. Here's our weak system. Passes by on Monday, but look at the stronger system diving into the southwest and kicks out as we get into late Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that is a wetter system that will start to affect us. Until we get there, not a whole bunch going on, but look at these rain chances starting to increase on Wednesday. Scattered showers, maybe thunderstorms, and then we could transition into some heavier rains Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and lasting all the way through Thursday night. So what are we talking about rainfall amounts? Well, we got to fine tune this over the next several days, but this should be a fairly wet system. Lighter amounts, northern counties, heavier amounts, southern counties, but several inches is not off the table. 79 on your Saturday. Let's go 69 on Sunday, 73, Monday, 72, Tuesday. Cooler 60s with rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right. Well, I mean, it's been decent.
It has.
I know a lot of people are ready for winter, but I'm enjoying this.
It's nice. Yeah. Really nice.
It is nice. Thanks, Doug. Well, coming up, new strollers transform from car seats and feature self-rocking technology. Topping today's Consumer Watch, Chinese state-sponsored hackers are accused of using artificial intelligence to target companies and government agencies around the world. San Francisco-based AI company Anthropic just revealed its own software was used back in September in, quote, the first documented case of a large-scale cyber attack executed without substantial human intervention. Anthropic says AI gave the hackers speed and scale that humans cannot match.
What we saw here was this Chinese actor that jailbroke, that overcame the safety guardrails that Anthropic had put in place, that then automated it to go after about 30 companies globally. It's pretty chilling, and there's a lot of work we have to do in the near future, I think, to stem the flow.
Security experts say they've been warning of these attacks for about a decade and suggest a better detection and more cooperation between industry and government. Well, in a world that seems to get louder every day, here's a way to put quiet time on the map. Tourism managers in Sweden are inviting travelers to escape the noise and check into a quiet cabin in the forest. The 4-day retreat is free but comes with rules: no Wi-Fi, no phones, and a sound meter that keeps everyone under 45 decibels. That's softer than a normal conversation. Go above that for too long and you could get kicked out.
Everyday life is so loud and everything is fast and rapid, and if you really get calm within yourself, you hear lots of things actually.
The Silent Cabin project aims to reduce noise pollution and help people unwind while showing off the calm and colorful forest of southern Sweden. Well, parenting little ones can be exhausting, but high-tech strollers are offering ways to lighten the load. CBS's Tina Kraus has more on what's trending in the world of baby travel.
16-month-old Sophia is always on the go. Even getting out the door is an adventure.
Are we good?
So her mom, Nimra, chose a lightweight stroller that can keep up with their busy London life.
That's your child's ride. So you've got to make sure that they have the right ride and that ride works for you and them together.
There are countless rides to choose from as moms and dads navigate a multi-billion-dollar baby stroller industry.
So this is the Jules Air.
Some go compact for easy travel. That took less than 2 seconds and it was up.
Less than 2 seconds.
Others opt for high tech with the high-end Cybex E-Gazelle.
You can just pop it into its rocking function and it will rock for 20 minutes for you, and then you can just restart it again. So it's just really about trying to make parents' lives easier.
A rechargeable battery helps up hills when the stroller's loaded with kids or groceries.
The motor kicks in and pushes the pram along with you.
There's also the all-in-one design of the Duna.
The clever thing about the Duna is it's a car seat that when you take out the car, the wheels will pop open and it becomes your stroller.
And for style-savvy families, earth tones are trending.
Like your khaki greens, your terracotta prams coming through, your sage, and this is kind of giving a new vibe.
In a sea of stroller options, Sophia's mom sums it up with one simple rule.
Sophia's happy if mom is happy. And mom is happy if Sophia happy. Happy mama, happy baby.
Making for a smoother ride on the road of raising little ones. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Strollers can range from hundreds of dollars to more than $2,000, prompting some parents to rent them so they can try out high-end models without committing. A final check of the forecast is next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, a middle school girl targeted by AI-generated nude images and then suspended for defending herself while her family is suing and calling for change. And then on KOAM News at 6, the votes are official in Crawford County as the election board meets to canvass the ballots for the November 2025 election. Plus, students in Carthage are lacing up to help others with a shoe drive that's making big steps locally and globally. And in sports, it's high school football Friday night. Ben McLeish talks about the game of the week, Carthage versus Republic. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and KOAM News at 6.
Yeah, weather looks pretty good as we go into the weekend. We're going to be warm, near record highs, which you can see a lot of clouds there. But something exciting here at KOAM, we have Austin Stantz. He is our new weekday evening meteorologist. So Austin, say hi to the people. Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so originally from Chicago, weather interest sparked early on with all the lake effect snow, severe weather, cold temperatures, blizzards, all those things. So that interest grew, and I've worked in markets in Evansville, Indiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Bowling Green, Kentucky. And honestly, you know, Doug, you've built a level of trust and commitment to the community that deserves to be upheld, and I'm just honored to be able to continue that tradition.
We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, definitely excited to welcome you to the team here.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll be back here for KOAM News at 6, and we'll see you then. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.